everyone, this is Angela from RestorationDruid.com, and you're watching our 10-man Blood Queen Lana'thel kill from Ladies of Destiny. In our kill, we're using 3 healers and 1 tank, however you may choose to use 2 healers or 2 tanks when you do the fight. The first debuff I'd like to point out is called Swarming Shadows, and it puts a debuff under you, which you will then trail behind you when you run, so you want to make sure that you get out of wherever you are quick and that you don't run it through the raid. It's completely unlike every other buff in the game like this because it is purple and pink and very pretty. It's very important that if you are in melee range, you get it out quick so that you're not leaving these beautiful flames underneath where the boss is being tanked. If you have DBM or some other mod of the sort, it will actually alert you before you see the flames appear on your screen, so it's very useful to have somebody on vent calling out this debuff. As you can see, the tasty hunter on the left has already been bitten and become a vampire. Eventually he'll need to bite, and 1 will become 2, 2 will become 4, and 4 will become 8. If you have a shaman, it's best to save your heroism until you have 8 vampires to maximize the damage buff that you get from being a vampire. The next beautiful debuff you're about to see is called Pact the Darkfallen, which connects me and another player together. We simply run together and hesitate for a second to remove the debuff. If you keep running past each other, the debuff will never go away, so please do stop for a second to actually get rid of the debuff or your healers will hate you. During this fight, we try to leave the middle circle mostly clear so that when you do get Pact of the Darkfallen, you have a set meeting spot for everyone to run to. She's about to go into her air phase, and when she does, she's going to fear us all, so tremor totems and fear wards are a great idea right now. When you get unfeared, it's important to remember to stay spread out because she's going to do a shadow bolt that's not only going to hurt you, but do the same splash damage for everyone around you. As long as you stay spread out, the damage isn't that bad right now. But it's not a bad idea to blow raid cooldowns if your other healers have them, or to burn personal cooldowns such as bark skin. I mentioned earlier in the video that we chose to use 1 tank. It's important to note that during this fight, the person closest to the tank will have Blood Mirror and will be dealt 100% of the damage that's dealt to the tank. Now you could have this be an off tank. What we chose to do was have a Death Knight, wear a little bit of tank gear for extra health, but continue to be DPS spec and to DPS the boss. As it is the person closest to the tank that gets this mirror, it's important that, especially at the beginning of the fight, that you don't have any overly enthusiastic DPS running in and killing themselves in the first 10 seconds of the fight because they accidentally got the mirror. Make sure that whoever your soaker is in place before the rest of the DPS moves in. From here on out, this fight is just more of the same. Your group may or may not get a second air phase depending on your DPS. If you do get a second air phase, you can handle it exactly the same as the first air phase. Just remember throughout the fight to run out of the pretty flames, run together when you get packed, and make sure that when you're a vampire you bite somebody before your 15 seconds wears out. Otherwise you'll get mind controlled and you'll wipe the raid. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, you can make them on my website at www.restorationdruid.com.